Hello, everybody. I'm back to do more damage. I hope not damage, but okay. You gave some wonderful comments on the chicken. There's a few things I need to change if I want it to really look real, because I think he's a little front heavy. So their legs are toward the back, but I just like to move them forward a little. Thought I'd tell you a little bit about my day. Well, before I start on this, I just want to tell you a little about my day. Well, Joe and I went to Beatrice. I had 2 appointments. Why don't I go ahead and do the chicken, and then I will relate the things that are happening to my body as I age, because you may be concerned with that, or if not now, later, maybe a family member. It's nothing so out of the ordinary, but it has affected me, and that's why I've had this right lean so bad. So I've put a pillow here. So I don't want to get into that yet. Let's get this chicken and let's get her roasted. Just want to paint the legs out. And of course, they do have feathers that come down over that top of the drumstick there. Or the thigh. I'll have to let that dry, and then I'll do this lighter. Now, I'm not doing it where it's coming over the top. I think some chickens do, mostly turkeys, but they do have a wattle down here, and it's, now this is all bigger on the male than the female. He's more showy, kind of like the male peacock, you know. There are some very beautiful colors in a lot of chickens. Well, I did the Rhode Island Red. That is actually the state bird of Rhode Island. I need somewhere in between there. It is harder to come back and do something than it is to just start out with it. Because when you come back, trying to match those, a little difficult. So today, what my problem is in my lower lumbar region of my spine, and that is right down by the by the buttocks. The coccyx is the tailbone, and the lumbar is right down there, just right there. The coccyx just kind of ends it. So okay. And so what's happened as I have aged, and I do have some weight on me. I have lost weight. He was very happy with that. I'm talking about my pulmonologist right now, and I'm back and forth. Okay, I need to stick with one. So anyway, there is there's discs in between each vertebra, and they're like cartilage. Like if you were doing up this chicken, or if you just bought a whole chicken to cut up at the grocery store, there's cartilage in a lot of places in the body, and even in chickens. For those of you that I haven't said anything to about it yet, I am a retired nurse, but I was disabled for since 96. Oh, not because of the back, for other things. Anyway, this is why I like to really keep a positive attitude and a caring attitude on this channel, because it helps keep me positive, and I want to help keep you positive. So I'm going to let him dry just a bit, and then I'll come back and do some more work on him. Now, when you're walking or bending, I'll kind of show you the way he showed me. When you're walking and you bend over this way, then that disc will go like this, because it's bending in the front, but then that gelatin will go to the back, because that's what, it's kind of a gelatin type material that's between those two layers of cartilage. So, and then when you go the other way, it goes like this. And see that gelatin in there, it just works its way whichever way it's needed. Well, what I have is that has pretty much gone. It's nothing. I mean, I dropped 2 inches and so anyway, my posture's really suffered. You can't replace that cartilage. You can't replace the stuff in between those discs. Some are saying now that they think they can, but it's so new. But what I can do is I can build the muscles around the vertebra, and that is what will help me to reduce the pain and to keep my posture more upright, like this. Then I went up to see my pulmonologist about my lungs, and I've lost weight. That thrilled him. Anyway, but my pulmonologist is very happy with me, not just because of the weight loss, but also because I am doing so well. My lungs are not they're not sounding full. I'm not wheezing. Since they put me on that Doloresp, or it's also called Roflumilast, is the generic for it. So glad they came out with a generic. That stuff's expensive. And anyway, yeah, and that really, what it did was it reduced the amount of mucus my body will even produce. You have to have some. I mean, yeah, you've got to have some. But it reduces it, so I'm not as likely to get the chronic bronchitis. And when that flares up, then it generally would go into my lungs. I'd end up with pneumonia. Not fun. The last time I had pneumonia was 2015. I thought I had you turned on, and I didn't. Okay, I'll repeat what I was saying. I am redoing his legs because, for one thing, they were the wrong color, and for another thing, they are just a little too far back, because a bird's legs are toward the back. That's the way they're built. But they also carry a lot of weight up front because the breast, this part here, is, I think, the heaviest. Back here is more feather, and I mean, there's thigh and stuff that's also, but their legs are bigger on the Rooster, and the Rooster will have a spur, kind of like that. That one a little big, but anyway, the feathers on the neck, or the neck, they call that the hackle. And believe it or not, this is the saddle. This part down here, that's the saddle. This is the sickle. This is just the breast. They didn't really call it anything else. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just give them a little bit more here. That's what do you think? Think that looks okay? Are you cock-a-doodle doing good or cock-a-doodle doing bad? I'm talking to the chicken. But yeah, we're going to be working me back into a straight posture as much as possible, but that's going to involve those muscles down around that lower lumbar vertebra, because you can't fix the discs, and thank goodness there's no broken vertebra. They did test me for that first, and so anyway, a lot of us compress with age. I hope you like our Mr. Chicken here. I'd say we could name him Chickadee, but Chickadee doesn't sound very, very masculine. Who wants a girl's name on a rooster? Oh. Love you guys. I'll see how much I get in this one when I edit. So I'll try to keep the good parts in. The funnier parts, well, and the informational parts. But you know, when you do something, add something of yourself, add some of your own flair, or just do it anyway. Just do it whatever you want. We could have made him a scrawny chicken. I could have made him a bear chicken, but heaven forbid. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. But smile and wave at somebody, and take care of yourselves. Good night.